Hello, my name is Stephanie May. I am from Belfry High School Area Technical Center. My topic for the KVET grant was whiteboard tables in the health science classroom. Where did my innovation for transformation come from? We know that healthcare requires effective communication in order for efficiency in a care regimen to be established. We also know that within our health science pathways in high school, these are industry-led classrooms. So by the time that these students finish their senior year, they are certified Medicaid nurse aides, and they are able to assume a job within that capacity. So what happened is I visited the classroom of a colleague. I seen her tables. She was not in a health science classroom, but I became very intrigued and I wondered, could I use that same technology or that same whiteboard application of tables within my classroom itself? So as I began to check the prices of these whiteboard tables, I began to see that they were, quite a few $100s a piece, maybe $300 to $400 for each whiteboard table. And I knew there would be no way financially that we would be able to sustain that. So I also began to embark with her upon a collaborative learning opportunity. I wanted these students who are going to be future healthcare professionals to learn how important it is to collaborate together and to work together on one common theme. The biggest question that I had was, how can I incorporate best practices with hands-on application and collaborative learning, all while students are reaching their industry certification standards? So we know that there will be obstacles that we will face. One of them is going to be using those tables within the classroom and making sure that students have an understanding of how they are to collaborate together. How will we overcome these obstacles? And will this change? Will this different route be the best route for our health science students? As far as the materials list, I collaborated with my peer teacher and we came up with a list. Of course, our lumber value was going to be around $500. Those of you that know how lumber prices have soared after COVID might be scoffing at that, but we're hoping that we can get this project accomplished with all 9 of the tables that will be required within that financial frame. The shower board, which is much cheaper than buying the dry erase board, we will get it for a whole lot cheaper. So we may be able to take some of that $200 that's allotted for those and move it up into our lumber to increase the amount that we would be able to spend for our lumber. Our hardware would include the nails, the screws, and the Loctite glue that we would use to adhere the Marlite to the plywood on the tables. The $100 we allotted for the markers and the cleaners, the Expo erasers, and then the miscellaneous would include the caddies. I don't anticipate that those supplies will cost that much. So in the event that the lumber is more than the $500, we can rearrange that funding in order to hopefully reach that financial quote. I'm planning on making sure that our ATC is very involved in this opportunity for our students. Mr. Daniel Carter is our teacher at the carpenter shop who will be working along with the students as they construct the tables and as they deliver them to us. So the goal is for us to have 9 of the 5 by 30 tables to add to our health science classroom. And as you've seen in the picture earlier, we have several tables already in the health science classroom, but they're a little bit of a hodgepodge in shape. Some of them are not in good condition, so they are really in need of repair. As far as the research goes, I did look at some information, and my big thing was making sure that students were able to have somewhere where they could have small collaborative groups so that they can increase communication. So the information that I came up with demonstrated that if you're pairing your verbal and your written information together, along with your visual information, that you are increasing your recall comprehension. So there was a study that I had found that was completed by a Daniel Oppenheimer and a Pam Mueller. They were from Princeton and UCLA respectively, and they wanted to test students for their factual, their detail, their conceptual comprehension. So what they did is they took a group of students, they gave half of the students, they gave them technology, such as laptops. The other half, they gave them the option to write their information. what they came up with and what they found was the students who wrote their information by hand performed higher and better than those who used technology devices. So they had a stronger conceptual understanding than the group who used the technology. So where does this fall into as far as how this is going to be beneficial within a nursing or a health science classroom? The whole goal is, as you can see in this picture here, the students were going to be collaborating on infectious diseases. So all the information that they were comprising took up one whole page. If the student here would have had a whiteboard table, they would have started this information. And as they switched tables, students would have been able to have added to that information without having to add another sheet of paper. So on the whiteboard itself, they could have added that information. Also, when we think about how whiteboards are essential or are useful in the healthcare realm, whiteboards are used in many of the nursing stations in order to tell the staff where their assignments are going to be for the day. Whiteboards are also useful at the bedside because they do bedside report. So whenever the group goes in to receive the report, the information is written on the board beside the patient, the resident, with all their information. It's got their name, their doctor, who the nurse is, and any pertinent or important information that may need to be known about that individual. So the students are going to learn how that plays into communication as well. Our outcomes will hopefully be measured during our spring semester when we begin with our emergency procedures course. Students will be learning a wealth of information about how to care for individuals who are maybe experiencing a myocardial infarction, maybe an individual who has sustained a life-threatening injury to one of their limbs, which has caused some hemorrhaging. And they're also going to be learning how to do CPR. With our standards, they are able to take notes as they transfer from station to station. So they may have one table that will be for the respiratory portion. The next table might be for the compression station. The next table might be for the infant information. So as they go to each table, if the people before them have written down their information, that's going to be readily available to them. They're not going to have to carry around paper pencil with them to each one of the stations. It will be available to them through the whiteboard, as well as the markers and the erasers that are there as well. Our accomplishment hopes to be to eliminate, if you see, here's the markers that the student is using. Here is the assignment that the student is working on, and here is all of the paper information that the student has. We hope to have 9 of the 5-foot by 2.5-foot tables, and those will go together to form a 10-foot by 2.5-foot table. We will place 2 students at each table for a total of 4, with the back side remaining open. That allows for another group to come around and collaborate with the students as well. So hopefully, you know, we will be eliminating all of this extra paper and all of this extra material that the students will be carrying with them. Here at our high school, we have been very blessed that we are a one-to-one classroom. So yes, the students will continue to use technology within the classroom. They will be able to use those technological devices on the whiteboards themselves. And they will be able to transfer that information that they're learning onto the whiteboard. So instead of them collaborating with others through, let's say, a group assignment on Canvas, they would be able to put their information on the table. And as they switch to go to a different location, that information will stay right there. It also would make it a lot easier as students are completing bell ringers and exit slips, maybe even for quick quizzes. You're going to eliminate the need for paper because they can write their information on the table. It can be erased and be ready for the next class.